Hey guys, welcome to our series. So sa series na to, we'll talk about money and life tips. We'll talk about yung journey, our journey regarding money and finances. Hopefully makatulong yung mga tips na bibigay namin sa inyo. And it is currently midnight. And we're doing this while the kids are asleep. Kasi that's the only time that we have. So, ang una nating topic is, bakit term insurance ang binili namin or what we bought. Yeah. So, ang term insurance is, it's just basic insurance. Napakasimple niya. You have a period, you have a specified period na yung premiums mo is nakalock, hindi siya tataas. Merong 5 years, may 10 years, 15 years. And during that time, let's say, kumuha ka ng term na 25 years, and then something happened on the 10th year, tapos covered ka ng 500,000. If you die, pabayaran ng company yung 500,000 dun sa beneficiaries mo. It's very straight. Wala siyang halong investment. It's very...
Mag-invest ka, pero separate.
Yeah, ang term insurance is, wala siyang halong investment. Insurance lang talaga siya.
Kaya mura siya.
Maraming misconceptions. Ang sinasabi ng mga tao na narinig ko, ayoko ng term insurance, gusto ko ng life insurance. Pero ang term insurance is actually a type of life insurance. Maraming klase yan. Merong term insurance, may universal life insurance, meron ding whole life insurance, which we will discuss further sa other videos namin. Ito lang yung reason we wanna share bakit kami kumuha ng term life insurance as versus the other ones. So, bakit nga ba? Just a quick disclaimer lang. I'm a licensed insurance agent, so I do know what I'm talking about. But before we get into that, ikwento muna namin sa inyo bakit nga ba kami bumili ng life insurance in the first place. So, as you know, we met 14 years ago. 14 years na ba? Ay, hindi.
Wow. Tagal na.
We met around... No, we got married na lang. We got married 5 years ago. And, so you're starting a family. Siyempre, kaakibat nun, dadagdag na rin yung mga financial responsibilities. So, the reason why we got life insurance, especially, is really to protect yung family mo in case something happens to you. So, that's also the reason why I got it. And during that time, a couple years back, hindi ko alam kung anong, marami palang klaseng life insurance yan. Hindi lang isa. And me, trusting yung malalaking company, I went to this big life insurance company. Meron sa, I think meron sa Philippines, meron sa Canada, may sa US. It's a big company. Hindi ko na mention yung name. And during that time, I wasn't actually able to get approved, pero si RB, na-approve siya ng life insurance. And he was given 2 types of life insurance. Una is yung term, and then yung pangalawa is yung tinatawag na whole life. So si RB na-approve siya ng life insurance. Meron siyang 20-year na term, which I think, hindi ko na matandaan, I think 500,000 yung coverage niya. Tapos merong whole life din na binabayaran, which is another $120, which is coverage siya ng 250,000 permanently. So, we would have to pay yung $120 until he dies, basically. So, we were paying that $150 per month dun sa life insurance. Sa kanya lang yun. Which is, I didn't think at the time na mahal siya until I got involved in financial services industry. So, yun yung story why we bought life insurance, especially napaka-importante yan kung may family ka. And if someone or anyone is depending sa income mo. Kasi if you think about it, guys, let's say he's making $50,000 a year. That pays the bills, mortgage, rent, whatever. In case something happens to him, mawawala na yung pera na tinitake home niya each month. Kaya, yun yung main purpose ng life insurance is really to replace someone's income that you're depending on. Okay. So, bakit nga ba term life insurance yung kinuha namin? Nung na-involve ako sa financial services industry, nag-aral ako about the different types of life insurance. And una, I didn't like term insurance kasi I feel like parang nagwa-waste ka lang ng pera. Kasi after nung term mo, magre-renew ka na, nawala na yung binayad mo.
Yeah, kasi yun ang inisip nila, like every 5 years, 10 years magre-renew ka. Pero may ibang way na pwede lang hanggang mag-retire ka.
Yeah, which is what we got. We're close to 30. So, ang term namin ngayon is term 35, which is napakahabang time until you turn 65. And then he's covered for 500,000 during that time. And then obviously, at the age 65, magre-renew siya. Pero, hopefully, ma-build na rin namin yung mga investment namin para we don't need na kailangan ng insurance.
Tsaka by that time, malaki na ang mga anak. So,
yeah, wala ka ng, essentially, yung responsibilities mo, financial responsibilities, they would go away.
Yeah.
So, ano ba yung mga advantages ng term insurance? Una-una is napaka-mura niya compared sa other types ng life insurance, which is yung universal and whole life insurance. For the same coverage, I think like 5 times sometimes na makakamura ka, makakatipid ka. Remember, the main reason na bumibili ka ng insurance is dahil to protect your loved ones financially in case something happens to you. That's the main purpose. Ang term, sabi nila, parang nagre-renta ka lang ng bahay, which isn't necessarily true. Kasi isipin mo sa term, ang laki ng malaki ang masasave mo compared kung bibili ka ng permanent life. The only disadvantage if you bought a term and you didn't invest your money. Kasi ang purpose ng term insurance is to protect your loved ones during that period where you don't have enough money na na-save for your financial future, yung retirement mo. So for example, meron kang mortgage na 25 years to pay. Siyempre, ang kukunin mo yung at least 25-year na term life insurance or more. Para lang, in case something happens in between the 25 years, may pambayad yung may pang-cover dun sa mortgage payments yung family mo for that time period. Dadagdagan mo siya syempre for other expenses din syempre. So, i-compare ko lang yung binabayaran namin before sa binabayaran namin now with him. So, before we were paying $150 per month. And then covered siya ng $750,000. Okay? And then, now, binabayaran niya is, I think, $75 per month. And then, $550 coverage. And then, nilagay ko din na rider yung mga bata, which for $25,000 each. It's also a good idea to put your child as a rider, but don't get them a separate insurance policy just as a rider kasi hindi naman natin pagkakakitaan yung, knock on wood, may mangyayari sa anak natin, di ba? We just need that amount for funeral expenses. So ito yung binabayaran namin now. And now, we're saving. Yung nasisave namin dito dati, nilagay namin sa TFSA, which is tax-free savings account. And then, naka-invest yan. Assuming 9% return. For the next 35 years, yung $75 per month na yan, naka-invest ng 9%. So, eto siya. So, after 35 years, yung $75 per month at 9% na return would be around 200,000. Okay. So, before we were paying $150 per month, yung 500,000 dyan is naka-term pero 20 years lang. Currently, we're paying 75. Ito yung coverage, pero 35 years yan. Guaranteed na premium. Nakalock. For that, the 35 years, hindi yung tataas. Now, yung sa dati, 500,000 yung term namin, which is only for 20 years. It's not enough for us. Kasi after 20 years, magre-renew niya siya, napakataas na niya kasi it would be based on our age at that time.
Tsaka hindi pa kami 65.
Tapos yung 250,000 dyan is yung tinatawag na whole life policy, which I didn't know at that time. This, we would have to pay that for his whole life, which is $120
Separate.
per month. Yeah. Separate siya. Tapos, sabi niya sa amin, meron din daw investment to. Pero nung tinignan ko siya sa policy, napakaliit. At saka hindi ko mas makukuha yung savings portion in case something happens to him. Only the insurance portion. Tsaka yung investment portion niyan, guys, is you have to loan it. Biruin mo, pera mo to, pero kailangan mo i-loan sa kanila, tapos chargean ka pa ng interest. On the other side, yung ini-invest namin na $75 sa tax-free savings account, kami yung kumikita ng interest, hindi yung insurance company or yung bangko man. And then, after 35 years, ganito nakalaki yung pera namin, we can spend this however we want. Hindi niya kailangang mamatay para makuha to. Itong pera na ito.
Hindi kailangang utangin.
Hindi mo kailangang utangin yan. Sayong-sayo yan. And if you're familiar sa tax-free savings account, pag winidraw mo yan, it's tax-free. Any growth, any interest na nakalagay sa loob ng TFSA, it's also tax-free. Ito yung mga common misconception about term life insurance. Una-una is, lagi ko narinig na, term is just a waste of money. Para ka nagtatapon ng pera, wala kang naiipon. Well, that's why, ang sinasuggest namin is, bumili ka lang ng term life insurance for the specific period of time na kailangan nyo yun. And then, at the same time, sasabayan mo siya ng investing or pag-iipon. Kasi, kung ikukumpara natin sa isang permanent life insurance, ang term, it's very, very affordable. And it's very simple to understand. Unlike yung other insurance, which we had before, napaka-complex. And rule of thumb, sa personal finance, simplicity is the key. Huwag kang bibili ng financial product, especially dito sa Canada, na hindi mo naiintindihan how it works. So, term, very simple to understand. And you're not wasting your money kasi you are protected during that time na nagbabayad ka ng term insurance. Term will not work kung hindi mo siya sasabayan na ipon. Yeah.
Madaming lang projections na sa ibang insurance na millions, pero sa policy is iba na hindi alam ng maraming tao.
And actually, I got a response on that na kaya daw wala sa policy yung tinatawag nila na illustration is that's what makes it flexible. Pero dito sa Canada, especially sa mga bago pa lang dito, anything na nakasulat sa kontrata, yun ang nasusunod. Hindi yung kung anumang numbers yung pinakita sa inyo. Whatever is on the contract, yun yung laging sinusunod dito. Hindi pwedeng kung ano lang yung pinakita na
Hindi pwedeng sinabi ni Kwan eh.
sabihin sa'yo na meron kang 10 million pagdating mo ng retirement, pero wala naman dun sa kontrata.
Sa huli yung pagsisi.
At the end of the day, tandaan nyo palagi, ang gagastos is kayo. So, you better understand kung ano yung binibili nyo.
Yeah. Hindi porket kaibigan nyo yung nagbenta sa inyo, kamag-anak, pero pera mo yun eh. So, ikaw pa rin ang masusunod.
Yeah, and meron ding another response that I get is, well, 5 taon, 7 taon na kami nagbabayad niyan, sayang naman yung naibayad namin. Well, kung may na-loss ka na, let's say, na $10,000, gusto mo ba mag-loss ng another 10,000? Syempre, ititigil mo na yung loss mo. Kung business owner ka, hindi mo na, you will find a way para ma-stop mo yung talo mo, di ba? Tigil mo na yan, and then, move on, kasi covered ka naman during that time period. Tsaka kung meron siyang cash value na sinasabi, pwede mo namang makuha yun pag tinigil mo yung policy na yun. And, another note, never ever cancel yung policy na hindi ka pa nakakuha ng kapalit. Kasi pag ginawa mo yun, kapag kinancel mo yung policy mo na una, and then, may nangyari sa'yo in between that time, hindi ka covered, di ba?
Walang insurance.
Yeah. Another misconception is, na sinasabi sa amin is, well, maganda yung permanent insurance is kasi may kasamang savings yun. All-in-one ba? Parang, isa na lang yung babayaran mo sa insurance mo tsaka investment mo. At that time, nung hindi pa ako na-involved sa financial services, I thought it was a good idea for just, mag-combine na lang yung insurance tsaka investment. Isa na lang yung babayaran mo, di ba? Maganda lang siya pakinggan sa tenga. Pero once you really dig deep sa kontrata nyo, especially sa, yung insurance portion niya, napaka-straightforward. Pero pagdating sa investment side ng permanent life insurance, which is yung universal life or whole life, marami siyang conditions na naka-attach dun sa investment part. Unang-una is, there's specific period of time na yung investment mo is 0 or napakababa. Majority is because napupunta siya mostly sa commission or sales fees. That's why marami nagpo-push ng product na yon, which is why nabentahan nga kami during that time. Kasi ang ganda pakinggan. And then second is yung investment mo doon is you have to loan it. And then kasama ng loan, alam naman natin lahat is always may interest yung kasama. So, bakit mo utangin yung sarili mong pera if you can invest your money directly to the stock market naman, di ba? Ba't mo papadadaanin sa insurance? Pangatlo is the majority ng life insurance na permanent is when you die, isa lang sa death benefit or sa investment ang makukuha mo. Hindi mo siya makukuha pareho. So, let's say, insured ka ng 500,000, tapos may savings ka pa doon na 50K. Pag namatay ka, ang makukuha mo lang doon is yung death benefit. So, yung 50K, they will give it to you as part of your death benefit. So, habang nagbabayad ka ng matagal sa insurance na yun, yung risk ng company is bumababa kasi yung savings mo sa kanila tumataas pa. Pag may nangyari sa'yo, ibibigay na lang nila sa'yo yun as part of your death benefit. Hindi nila ibibigay pareho. Isipin mo yung future mo. Let's say, 35 years from now, kailangan pa ba na, hindi natin kailangan ng kalahating milyon na insurance. Hopefully, by the time, establish na yung mga investment accounts natin. we should be able to retire comfortably. Kung meron man kaming need for insurance later on in life when we're 65 is siguro pang funeral expense na lang. Napakaliit na lang, right?
Tsaka kung may pera ka naman sa investment, bakit mo pa kailangan ng insurance?
Yeah. May nakapagsabi sa akin one time na kaya ka lang naman bumibili ng insurance kasi may nagsabi pala na life insurance is for poor people. for poor or broke people. Kasi wala pa silang established na
walang security.
Na pera kaya sila bumibili ng life insurance. Imagine,
pero kung mayaman ka nga, hindi mo na kailangan ng insurance.
Yeah, exactly.
Kasi ganun din naman pera din yung makukuha mo. I-invest mo na lang.
Yeah. Another common misconception yung tinatawag kaya bumibili ng
lalo na sa mga Pinoy.
Yeah, permanent life insurance yung mga Filipinos, especially dito sa Canada, is yung tinatawag na legacy. Na gusto mo syempre may ipamana ka sa mga apo mo or di ba? Tayo ganyan tayo, di ba? Pero I would rather have, let's say, meron kang $1 million na you don't need to die para makuha ng mga apo mo. Habang nabubuhay ka pa, pwede nyo ma-enjoy together. Hindi mo kailangang mamatay. And yun yung goal is, especially tayo sa culture natin, very dependent. Yung nakaugalian natin na pagtandaan ng magulang, syempre, parang obligado ka alagaan. That's why we need to really, especially kapag may family ka na, you really have to invest and save up, learn yung finance, how you're gonna retire comfortably the right way, and how you're going to protect yung family mo habang hindi ka pa established. Maraming mga books that you can read about personal finance that suggest term life insurance is the best way to go in the long run, and also doing your investing separately. Meron yung personal finance for Canadians for Dummies, yung Wealthy Barber, tapos mga famous personal finance coach, sina Dave Ramsey, Susie Orman. Pakita mo na lang yan. Susie Orman, yan. If you guys have any questions about your policy, and if you feel like na you're paying too much and you don't understand what you're buying, you can feel free to message me and we can look at it for you. Yun lang naman yung gusto naming i-address, i-share, especially dito sa Canada. Dumating yung parents natin as immigrants. They don't know anything about money, and napapas yun sa mga anak, which is us. Back then, we didn't know anything any better. We were spending crazy. Di kami nag-i-invest. We were buying financial products na hindi naman namin naintindihan. So, we would just like to share those. We'll make more videos sa series na to regarding sa mga diniscuss namin.
Yeah, huwag kayong manghinayang sa inulog yung or kung may pera na kayo doon tapos or ilang years na kayo doon, huwag kayong mahinayang mag-change or mag-isip na kung alin yung dapat na kunin.
At dyan nagtatapos ang first video natin sa series na to. Sana may natutunan kayo. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment or message me us.